Okay, good evening everyone. In the previous class is a discussion about what is the meaning of a resolution of a vector, and what is the meaning of rectangular components. The resolution of a vector means the resolution of a vector. In this concept is already discussion about in previous class. See, this is the vector. It is O is the initial point. A is called a vector, and this vector is resolved into two different vectors and two different components. One is a horizontal component, one more is a vertical component. This is called vector B, this is called vector C. There is a vector OA is called resolution of a vector, that is called represented by vector R, and this is called vector A, this is called vector B. That means the resolution of a vector means the process of conversion of two different vectors. When a vector can be resolved into two different vectors, that is a one is OC, one more is OB. That is called resolution of a vector. That means the resolution of a vector A is equal to vector R is equal to vector A sum of the two vectors. That is called resolution of a vector. What is the definition of a resolution of a vector? That is one more question is very important. Define resolution of a vector. The resolution of a vector is defined as it is the process of conversion of the vector is resolved into two different vectors is called resolution of a vector. And next concept is rectangular components. Rectangular components. Rectangular components. What is the meaning of rectangular components? See, in this diagram shows it is the OB is the one vector and OC is the one more vector. It is a two vectors are mutually perpendicular to each other. It is the angle is what 90 degree. That is vector OA OB is perpendicular to OC line. That is the angle is 90 degree. That means the two vectors are mutually perpendicular to each other. That means the rectangular component means the resolution of a vector is resolved into two different components. These two different components is mutually perpendicular to each other. That is called a rectangular components. Now already in this concept is a discussion about in the previous classes. There are two different components of a resolution of a vector. One is a horizontal component. Horizontal component. And one more is vertical component. Vertical component. That is the horizontal component means it is a resolution of a vector is R at an angle is alpha, at an angle direction of the angle is that is a cos alpha I cap. That is a vector R is a resolution of a vector, that is a R cos alpha, and the vertical component means R sin beta. Beta alpha beta is the angles. Alpha beta is a angles. That is the concept of rectangular components. The rectangular components, there are two different components. One is a horizontal component, one more is vertical component. The horizontal component is also called R cos alpha. The vertical component is also called R sin beta. This is the R is a resolution of a vector and alpha beta is the angles. Alpha beta is a angles. This is the concept of resolution of a rectangular components. In the already in this derivation is there. This is a 5 marks question is important. What is the meaning of rectangular component? How to prove show that the rectangular components are mutually perpendicular to each other. In this concept is already discussion about in the previous classes. And the one more concept is scalar multiplication of a vector. Scalar multiplication of a vector. Scalar multiplication of a vector. The scalar multiplication of a vector means one vector, one scalar is present. That is called scalar multiplication of a vector. The scalar and vector are both are that is a physical quantities. The scalar means what is a scalar? It is a only magnitude, there is no direction, that is a scalar. Only magnitude, There is no direction, that is called scalar. The magnitude means what? The length of a segment. The any linear line. What is the length of that linear line? That is called magnitude. The direction means the any particle, it is a represented by particular direction, particular arrow mark. That means the arrow mark is called direction. That is called vector. Only magnitude, that is called scalar. Both magnitude and direction is present, that is called vector. The scalar multiplication means if vector A be the any vector and small m is a scalar, then the product of vector A and m is defined as vector R is equal to m into vector A. That means the m is a scalar quantity, vector A is a vector quantity. That is the definition of scalar multiplication. The scalar multiplication means if vector A be the any vector and small m is the scalar, then the product of m and vector A is defined as, that is vector R is equal to m into vector A. That is the scalar multiplication of a vector. What is the examples of scalar multiplication of a vector? Example, linear momentum. Linear momentum. Linear momentum means what? That is a mass into velocity. The symbol of the linear momentum is, that is P. The symbol of linear momentum is P. P is equal to mass into mass into velocity. Mass. Example, rotating of a fan. Rotating of a fan. And one more example is rotation of a calf, pen calf, and any screw item. The screw is rotation, it is a any direction, that is a clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. It is a, the displacement is present, and what is the mass of this screw? A fan example means what is the direction of the fan is that is a any direction, but direction is not important. What is the weight of the mass? That is a linear momentum. It is a vector P is a vector quantity, mass is a scalar quantity, velocity is a scalar quantity. Vector quantity. This is the example of a scalar multiplication of a vector. Scalar multiplication of vector. And one more example is force equation. Force equation, that is a force equation means mass into acceleration. The force, it is a quantity. The force is a quantity. It is a state. It changes to state of rest or motion. The body is a rest or a movement of any body. That is called force. That means it is a measurable by, it is a product of mass into acceleration. See, the force is a vector quantity, the mass is a scalar quantity, and acceleration is a vector quantity. One vector, one scalar is present. This is also examples of force equation, is also examples of the scalar multiplication. That means these are the examples of a scalar multiplication. The scalar multiplication means one vector, one scalar present in the any physical quantity is called scalar multiplication of a vector. And next concept is product of two vectors. Product of two vectors. Product of two vectors. The product of two vectors is classified into two different types. One is a scalar product. One is called scalar product. That is also called dot product. D-O-T, dot product. That is also important. Definition and example 2 marks question is very important. And second one is vector product. Vector product. That is also called cross product. Cross product. The product of two vectors is, it is a classified into, one is scalar product, second one is vector product. The scalar product is also called dot product. The vector product is also called cross product. Cross product. First of all, what is the meaning of scalar product? What is the example? See, The scalar product is defined as if vector A and vector B, vector A and vector B be the any two vectors, it is a defined as the dot product of any, this is a dot, the dot, that is a dot can be represented by scalar product. The dot product of any two vectors is defined as the magnitude of a vector A and the magnitude of vector B at an angle is cos theta. At an angle is a cos theta. That is the definition of scalar product. That is called scalar product. It means vector A and vector B be the any two vectors. The scalar product is, the dot product is defined as vector A dot vector B is equal to magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B at an angle is cos theta. At an angle is cos theta. The best examples of the dot product means the that is a work done. Work done, that is a work done is a also vector, and the force is also vector, and displacement is also vector. The dot product of any two vectors, the dot product of any two vectors is called scalar product. Dot can be represented by scalar product. Dot can be represented by scalar product. That means two vectors are present. That is the definition and example of a scalar product. That is the one more example sees, one more example of a the scalar product means definition of torque. It is a rotational motion. Torque, that is a tau. The symbol is tau. Torque is equal to force into torque is equal to force into displacement. That is not cross. Torque is equal to force dot s. That is also example of scalar product. And the second type is vector product. Vector product. The vector product, it is also called cross product. It is also called cross product. It is a if vector A and vector B be the any two vectors. Vector A and vector B be the any two vectors. The cross product of any two vectors is defined as magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B, magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B, and at an angle is, the angle is a given by sin theta, and n cap can be represented by unit vector, where n cap is called unit vector. Unit vector. That is the definition of what? That is a cross product of any two vectors. The cross product is, it is also defined as, it is also called vector product. Vector product. The if vector A and vector B be the any two vectors, that is defined as vector A cross vector B is equal to magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B at an angle is sin theta. The n cap is a unit vector. N cap is a unit vector. The unit vector is defined as vector n by magnitude of vector. Vector by the ratios of vector by magnitude of a vector is called, that is a what? Unit vector. If theta is the angle between vector A and vector B, A and B are the magnitude of a vectors, vector A and vector B is the vectors, theta is a angle between vector A and vector B, the n cap is called unit vector such that vector A and vector B. This is a right-handed system. Okay, now this is the definition of vector product. It shows that there are not this point. The dot product of any two vectors. This is the important. That is a mathematically proved. There is no derivation. There is a condition can be applied. The dot product of any two vectors. That is I is the any two vectors. the dot product of any two vectors is given by that value is, that is the 1. I dot I dot I, j dot j, that is also 1. K dot dot k, that is also 1. And it is a linear, I dot I, j dot j and k dot I, that is a linear lines. Okay now, and I dot j or j dot k or k dot I, that means that is value is 0. That value is 0. This is the condition of dot product. And second note is cross product. The cross product of any two vectors. The cross product of any two vectors, I cross I, j cross j, k cross k, that value is 0. That value is 0. And there is a linear lines. The I cross j must be is equal to, that is k cap, and k cross j is equal to I cap, and j cap j, j cap I, j cap I is equal to, that is k cap. That is the rules of the, some important rules of the dot product and cross products. Okay now, this is the types of a product. What is the meaning of scalar product? What is the meaning of vector product? The scalar product, it is also called dot product. The vector product is also called, the vector product, that is also called what? That is called a scalar. So a vector product is also called, that is a cross product. That is the definitions and examples of a product, types of a products. Next, one more concept is projectile. Projectile. What is the meaning of projectile? The projectile means the body is projected vertical direction. Vertical direction means that is the direction of the, that is the angle is that is a 45 degree. That angle is 45 degree. That means the angle between the projected body and linear line, that angle is 45 degree in presence of air or vacuum. The projectile means when a body is projected into air some initial velocity by making a angle theta other than 90 degree, the body is called projectile. The projectile means when a body is projected vertically direction in presence of air is called projectile. The example of the projectile means the bullet fired from gun. The direction of a bullet is sometimes linear direction, sometimes vertical direction. That is the body, any body is moving, the direction of the body is, that is a vertical direction. The ball hit by a bat. The ball hit by a bat. It is a, that is also the direction of the ball is also, that is also called vertical direction. One more example is a football kicked on a ground. The football is kicked on a ground. That is also the direction of a football is, that is a 45, that is a vertical direction. These are the definition of what? Projectile. Sorry, examples of a projectile. The projectile means the body is projected vertical direction in presence of air. In presence of a air is called projectile. What is the examples? So many examples is there. The ball hit by a bat, the bullet, the firing of gun, and the football. The football is kicked by a ground. Okay now, so many examples is there. And what is the meaning of trajectory? Trajectory. See, this is the representation of projectile. It is a horizontal component. This is called vertical component. This is the initial position of a body. This position is called initial position. When a body is projected vertical direction, this position is called initial position. What is the speed of the particle? That is initial velocity is called v naught. It is x direction and y direction. The x direction along that is a horizontal component. The y direction, that is the vertical component along a y direction. See, the body's starting position, that is a O. Certain the particle is that is travels a certain point, that is a point B. That means what is this path? What is this linear length? That is called trajectory. The trajectory means the path along which the path of a projectile is called trajectory. That means what is the distance between initial position to final position? That is called trajectory. The trajectory means the path along which projectile, that is called trajectory. That is the diagram of that is a representation of projectile. That is the initial velocity is v naught and the x, that is a vertical component along a y axis, the horizontal component along a x direction. The any particle is projected, that is a vertical direction, the initial speed of that particle is called, that is a v naught. That is the projectile means, what is a projectile? That is the projectile means the body is projected vertical direction in presence of air. That is called projectile. The angle between the theta, that is the theta is the angle, that is the theta is the angle between the vertical direction of a particle and horizontal surface, that is the theta. Then trajectory means what is the length? Length means that is a path. The path of a projectile is called trajectory. The path of a projectile is called trajectory. That is the representation of a projectile. One more derivation is there. That is a very 5 marks question is important in this chapter. How to show that that is a path of a projectile is parabola. The path of a projectile is parabola. First to draw the representation of a projectile, which one is the horizontal direction, which one is the vertical direction, the body's starting position is, that is called initial velocity, and draw the final velocity of a particle. It is resolved into two different components, that is the x along, that is the x and y directions. The x direction is called horizontal component, the y direction is called vertical component. Now, how to show that the path of a projectile is parabola? What is the parabola equation? That is ax minus bx square. A and b is the points, x and x square is the functions. How to show that in this equation? By using a projectile diagram. This derivation is continued to next class. Okay, thank you.